ikke opp under veien. Her har vi styrer midten, så det er perfekt.
Det er bra.
Great.
Okay.
Let's get to work, guys.
Are we live?
Yes,
Okay.
I think we're going live soon. Yeah.
Hello?
Quick man.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
there you go. Yeah.
Nice.
I like when you can hear your own voice, like in the background, because of the microphone. It's really soothing to me.
Makes it easy to focus. Put you in the perspective of the viewer.
Yeah.
Can we turn off the lights, guys?
Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Michael.
Yeah. Okay, so we're back. Hello, Isaac. You're new to the show.
Yeah, I'm
Podcast.
I was here like 3 years ago, I think.
Yeah,
When we
remember?
talked- yeah, with
We
it
talked
was
about
one of your
rights.
10 first episodes, I think.
Yeah, women rights.
Yeah.
We're now
Terry
turning to a short story. Terry special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talked about homosexuals and AIDS and
Yeah,
stuff.
I remember that. He's making a new one about Sissy Klein. But
Yeah.
let's
Okay.
let's
Let's
get
get to the point. Yeah.
So we're now a short story podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to talk about the short story Martian. We have some notes there, and we're going to try to keep this podcast nice pacing, nice brief. Nice, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just take a snooze. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Never mind.
So you've read the short story Martian?
Yeah. It's really recently.
Yes. Well, can't you tell us something like a short introduction to the story?
So there's this guy, right? He becomes an astronaut, and then he got sent on a mission with a few of his employees or his fellow astronauts, and then they're about to leave when a sudden hurricane or some weather on Mars.
Yeah.
It hits and it's really bad. So all of the people get to the spaceship, or like the spaceship where they're gonna leave from.
Yeah.
But then Mark, and it's Mark, right?
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, Mark, the main character, gets hit with like a big metal sheet, and he gets flung into the storm.
Yeah.
And all his comrades try to save him, or at least get his location, try to find him. But the weather was too unstable, and that he could die.
We were short on time, so they had to either choose to hunker down, and they might lose the ship and they all might get stuck, or they could leave. So that's the little short introduction, and we're gonna get more detail into what happens to Mark, because he lives actually. He makes this
And he survives.
after they leave him. So now we're going to talk some short about why we chose this story.
Yeah.
This has been made into a movie.
Yeah.
So long with Matt Damon as the main character.
I actually saw the movie before I read the book.
So for people at
so
home,
it inspired me.
yeah, the movie is not exactly like the short story.
No.
So you can pause here or leave or come back later. But right now it's live, so you can't go ahead. Yeah. Why did you choose to read this story?
I got really, as I said before, really got inspired from watching the movie.
Okay.
And when I went to the library, I saw The Martian. And it really got me thinking, maybe I should read this one.
Yeah.
I've heard I really enjoyed the movie, so, and it should be a very interesting read.
Yeah.
But something I was really afraid of was the fact that it's a pretty long book, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's a short story. So it looks really thick, and since he's stranded on Mars, I thought like,
this will get boring.
yeah, this would get really boring.
Yeah.
How fun could this be? Like, I found myself really enjoying it.
Yeah, the writers did a really good job about keeping pacing and keeping the
Yeah.
story good.
Of course.
Yeah. So we can talk some more about what did you find interesting or what did you not like or like about the story.
Yeah.
First of all, what did you like though? What was the best thing about the book?
I love the character. The fact that he had skills that really made him perfect, a perfect fit for the Martian planet.
He was a botanist.
Yeah, he was a botanist, an expert botanist. So he was really lucky. He had the skills he did to execute this survival mission.
Yeah, this mission.
Yeah. So when he got stuck and he learned how to grow potatoes, made water, which really surprised me. I didn't know that even was a
I didn't know
possibility.
that was possible. I thought it was the finest amount of water in the universe.
I don't know. Yeah, I thought it was a fiction story, or it kind of is though. But
Yeah.
you know,
But
what
it's
they
possible.
did is possible.
They got actually they for the movie, not the book, but for the movie,
Yeah.
they got Neil deGrasse Tyson to come and explain how they do things and how the mission and how the solar storms on Mars will go. And you can see the lighting. They explain the lighting in the book, but it's kind of wrong according to the movie.
Yeah.
So in the movie, like on Earth, you can see this it's blue skies,
Yeah.
but on Mars it's more red because of the reflection of the desert. That's something they got wrong in the book actually.
Yeah, and the temperatures on Mars are really unstable.
Yeah,
In the day you can reach like
very hot, like in
Very
Sahara,
hot.
Sahara's up to
in
90s.
Yeah, and on the in
Or 180 Fahrenheit for American years.
yeah. And I don't know how cold exactly, but
I think it's like -30 or something.
yeah,
and
colder than we ever experience here in Norway.
because there's a
No,
lot of
here
craters
here
which,
in California.
yeah,
I meant.
yeah. You're from Norway.
Yeah, I'm originally from Norway, but I
Mm.
moved there because of my drone flying business.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
flew drones in Norway, and I thought maybe if I go to USA, I could expand my business, and
Yeah. So you made a lot of money.
yeah, I did.
Mm.
I actually dropped out of Videregående,
You
which
should
is
have
like
dropped out.
like the last year of high school, basically.
Oh, your teacher said that?
Yeah, my stupid teacher told me.
Yeah.
I really wish I continued my education, maybe focused on getting even more
Yeah.
better.
In case it fails and you become
of
poor.
course.
Yeah.
And actually, and it really does help to say you got a really good education when maybe a customer reviews your CV.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it could really benefit the legitimacy
Yeah.
of your business. Really
Yeah, we're sidetracking.
Yeah, of course, sorry,
every time,
yeah.
but yeah. I can say something what I thought about the character.
Yeah.
Because it says characters here, but that's it's wrong on the notes
Yeah.
because there's only one character really. The other people are
yeah.
they're really not there.
Yeah.
There's some explanations on when they find him
Mhm.
or when he sends signal back to Earth and they
Through the old machine.
Yeah,
That's really fun.
he finds an old rover
Yeah.
that was lost on Mars.
And
he-
also a
he
communication
fixed it.
thing.
Yeah.
I don't recall the name of it, but yeah.
Yeah, it probably the rover is just sent up to Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From older missions. So it's clear to say that it's set in the future.
yeah.
Maybe an alternative reality where spaceship space traveling is much more advanced than ours.
Yeah, maybe they didn't stop after going to the moon.
No.
Maybe they continued.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found that the character was well informed
Yeah.
because he is an astronaut. He was one of the 8 billion people chosen to execute the first lunar mission.
Probably more than 8 billion.
Yeah,
No.
because in the future.
Yeah, probably.
That's true. Somewhere in the 11 million billion.
Yeah, something like I have no idea.
What do you think? What did you think about the character?
Like I said, he's a perfect fit. I thought his character development was real nice. The fact that he was able to survive.
Yeah.
The fact that he
Shows
used
persistence.
every kind of material he had. It was possible to use. He used everything he could and made the best that he could of this his
He
situation.
even made his own farm,
Yeah, he did.
growing potatoes in his fertilized shit.
Yeah.
Or
No,
we can say
not
poo.
only his shit, but
Yeah.
his comrades who live in the
Well,
farm as well.
we should say poo here because we're
Yeah.
a family-friendly
Yeah, sorry.
podcast.
Michael, could you censor that in the
Yeah.
editing? Yeah.
Yeah, like
you guys were not able
Yeah.
to hear that, but
it's
basically.
coming to podcast. It's a
Yeah.
beep.
It's
You
a
can hear
beep.
beep. Yeah.
If we really release this on Spotify instead of live, we'll use this.
Yeah.
You will hear the beeping.
Yeah, when you
so-
hear the edited version, you will
Yeah.
hear the beep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, I really like the character. I thought the writer did a good job explaining his character and his connections back at home. I really like that. So, what do you think about the way that the story was told? It's a hard question.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
It's a deep question.
even though it was slow, I actually found it more interesting that way, because it was just so beautiful to me.
Yeah.
It's literally very well written. Of course, it's a very good writer. What was his name again?
I don't know, Johnson or something.
Dick Johnson. Michael, could you censor that? Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
But we can travel a little bit faster. We have a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Would you say this is your average short story?
No.
It was a bit longer, maybe.
Yeah, a lot. Much longer.
Yeah. The pacing might be a little bit slower, but the pacing is quite normal, but he doesn't move places. He's just in the same place.
Which is very often a very normal thing for a short story.
Yeah. What would you say is the most important thing to make a good short story?
Probably an open start, like we saw in like the book, and the fact that he stays in the same place. The pacing, a lot more detailed. If we were to read something more fast paced, and I really like the details.
Yeah.
Could really understand the situation he's in. Really understand what he's going through.
The
his
immersion
mind.
is very good.
Yeah. You really feel like you are in the character, on Mars.
Yeah, because they use. I feel they switch a little bit of perspectives.
Yeah.
Normally you have like third perspective and you stay with that.
Yeah.
But sometimes it was in his mind, and
Yeah.
sometimes it was a perspective of the people on Earth watching him. So I like the way they kind of switched up. It made it more like a movie.
And his skills are really realistic. There are people on this earth right now who could do the exactly same thing as he did with the resources he had.
Yeah.
And it just shows that I would have died like instantly.
Yeah.
I would only survive on the rations that were given to me. I would never try to make my own water or grow potatoes or use fertilizer and travel for fucking months to get to the rest. Okay.
But
To get sorry.
the one thing I liked is when it comes to the botany stuff of it all, he's really good. He's excellent because he is a botanist.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the technology and fixing the old rover, he struggles a lot and had to look through manuals and reading.
Yeah,
the books of his
it's a
other
learning experience for him as well.
He found a book of his old one of his colleagues who left him.
Yeah.
But do you like reading or discussing short stories? If you say no, you won't get a worse grade. It says here.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do too. I feel it's relaxing because I don't have to think about, it's another 400, 500, 600, 700 pages.
Yeah, something like that.
So, but I liked it. But some short stories are a little bit too long.
Yeah, and they usually have quite a dark theme.
Yeah.
And it's really might be confusing, but in this book I understand really well, and it's perfect for me.
Is there something you've learned about short stories in our classes?
Classes? What does that mean? Okay, I guess.
Have you been to some classes, taking classes on short stories?
I don't know. Yeah, I think back in school.
Yeah,
I
Erik
probably did.
Kleggen or something.
Yeah, something more. It's a
Kleggen.
pretty weird name.
Yeah.
I guess, but yeah.
Yeah, he did some teaching. I think he was a chemist himself. Maybe he's a botanist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told me to drop out.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah,
He told
that's
us to drop out.
the same guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's kind of
interesting.
interlinked.
Small
world
world.
we live in. Yeah.
Too much people, small world.
A lot of
Yeah.
people have a really strong character, like Mark in this book. Yeah.
Yeah, that is really true actually.
Really connecting the dots here.
Yeah. What did you think? What did you think about the ending when he got back?
Yeah, then it suddenly became less realistic. I think
Yeah.
the fact that he, I can't even start to explain the science of it, but he shoot himself in the air with an old space shuttle.
Yeah, I guess there's less air density there, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But
And lines up
yeah.
perfect to his, I don't know, friends to rescue him or something.
yeah, he used to feel bad.
Yeah.
But what I think would happen in real life,
Yeah.
I don't know in the future, but I feel like the government would say he is dead and wouldn't use so much money and resources on him.
Yeah.
Because the movie would have cost, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson made something like $100 trillion or something.
Yeah.
It would have cost to send them potatoes.
Yeah.
Up into space.
Have you seen the other movie where what's his name? The guy that plays in The Office.
Office.
Yeah. The Office, the series.
Yeah.
American TV show.
Yeah. What about him?
What's the name?
Drew?
No. Michael Scofield.
Michael Scott. Michael Scofield is one from Prisoners.
Yeah. He is in another movie, and then he tells because they use a lot of money to send food into space.
Oh yeah, the series. That's the one I was talking about. Where they continue the space race.
Yeah,
or he takes over NASA base.
And he takes a big speech about.
Yeah, it's like $10,000 to send up a slice of orange.
Yeah, and he does such a valuable thing, and maybe one astronaut who has been out there all alone maybe deserves this orange.
Yeah.
More
because
than the rest
reminds
of you.
him of what he's fighting for back on the planet. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that too. We should talk about that next time. Maybe. Yeah. But I think
I don't think there's a short story about that. I think
maybe not. But we can watch series. I think.
Yeah,
I think.
so. We've done that before. Not we, but I've seen it on a show.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're nearing the end here.
Are there some end points you maybe want to take off?
There's something about women's bodies and politics here in the short story thing. I don't know if it's meant to be here.
Female bodies. I
but
don't really know
there's something about rights here and something.
Yeah, but I find female rights quite interesting. Personally, I fight for them. I'm a really left-wing type guy.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm really against censorship though, which is a kind of left-wing, typical left-wing. But enough of politics, It's just a point that I don't know why you said that.
The rest of this says you could talk about some New Yorker fiction podcast if you want.
Yeah.
But that looks real boring actually. I think I would.
Rather read The Martian than a New Yorker thing.
Let's pull that up actually.
Michael, can you do that?
Yeah. Wow, she's really mumbling. I can't understand a word of her podcast at all.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we did this short story instead.
Yeah. Kind of irritating me actually, the fact that she just kind of keeps rambling on. Just an internet, like an AI type of voice.
Yeah, I don't like this. The Lottery. The name is The Lottery. If you wanna, by Shirley Jackson. If you wanna.
Just if you want to, check it out, but it's not really for us.
There's actually another one. Can you put Love Letter by George Saunders? Can you pull it up? Thank you.
Yeah. As you can see here, yeah.
Oh, it's 2 hours long. Yeah, that's not happening.
That's not happening in the podcast tonight.
Yeah. What do you think about how this discussion went? Did you learn something?
Yeah,
Other than botany stuff, did you learn something?
From the short story, you mean?
Yeah, do you know what to look in another short story when you go? If you are going to read next short story, what are you going to criticize more?
That's a really hard question. I mean,
Well, I think the pacing. After reading this such a, there's nothing really happening, but the pacing feels okay, and the story is well written. So I think I would criticize that if that's done bad next time.
Yeah, and there wasn't a lot of things you had to read between the lines.
It's
were
very
really
direct.
self-explanatory and easy to understand.
Yeah.
Except the things you needed to understand had like a degree in science or robotics and stuff.
Do you have a short joke for us? It says. Do you have a short joke?
What do you call? I'm kind of empty on jokes right now. Yeah, now I just played the silence guy. The grasshopper.
The grasshopper.
Yeah. Okay, but should you wrap this up? Maybe I have to go to a conference meeting.
Yeah. I had to buy some stocks or something.
Yeah. Maybe maybe fly some drones and it's a business for me.
I think I'm going to Ibiza.
Yeah, I'm
But
gonna
thanks
jerk-
everybody.
I'm going to jerk
you,
off
you,
soon.
you guys listening to this is making us so much money.
This made me really horny. I really have to jerk off.
Yeah,
Okay.
Iris. Right. Okay. Det er sånn.
Ja, det er ganske bra. Hvor lang er det? Sånn 10